So this is a video that that came out. Okay, so you know how I love it when I love it when like stereotypes just are just fulfilled to the nth degree. You ever see that? And you're just like, wow, that actually exists. Watch this.
Like the little rascals.
Like the little rascals. Like, just watch this video.
All right.
And just be amazed about all of the stereotypes that are coming to fruition in real time in this video. And also, I have an addendum to this. So it's because everyone in this video, with one exception, is just a breathtakingly stereotypical thing. So go ahead and play. And by the way, warning, you're going to get mad at this. You're probably going to get mad.
Oh, good.
If you're like me, you're going to get mad.
All right. So it says, bystanders contact the police when a woman takes her child into the store dressed solely in a diaper.
Yes.
Is
so
that,
you
that bad?
Look at where he is. Look at where they are. Like, they're in the frozen food section. There's a kid sitting in a diaper, and the kid is shaking.
Oh, see. Okay, I thought it'd be like for the kid being part naked, but no, the kid is cold. Okay, yeah, I get the problem now.
And
yeah,
and just play for a minute. Look at what the kid is in.
Yeah, steel frame of a shopping basket, a shopping trolley.
It's worse. It's worse.
All right,
just play. Just play.
He came in here without that jacket on.
Is that? He is shivering.
I can't. Yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police.
He's in a coat. Is that a coat?
He's in a garbage bag.
Oh shit.
And look at her. Look at her for a minute. Those are the she's got on at least 2 layers. Ankle high boots. She's got that she's got that hat. She's got like the and you know there's a thick weave under that hat. Like and her nails are did. And she's got that iPhone. She got that iPhone. She ain't got no Obama phone. She got that iPhone. Meanwhile, the kid, and by the way, she just threw that bag of
frozen
freaking
food.
Tater tots or whatever they are at the kid. It's not caring. But wait, it gets worse. So and of course, everyone is talking in that nails on chalkboard ebonics. Somebody called the police on. It's like, oh my God! Like every black person that I know hates these people. Now, at
maybe we can start calling them
Motch,
lead pipe Americans.
Right. So at the behest of Motch, I am not going to call them what we all want to call them. I'm going to call them rascals. These rascals.
These are the big rascals.
These rascals are, yes, yeah, Ikmo, you've got the right idea. These rascals are hated by everyone. Everyone hates these rascals because there is a very big difference between the average black American and rascals. There's a very big difference. And these are rascals. These are rascals to the fullest degree.
Rascals with a capital N.
Yeah, oh God, yes. So go ahead and let it play. But listen to what she says. Listen to what she says.
Yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police. No, what's wrong with you? Somebody call police on her. Who are you? Lord, your boy. Who are you? Get out that man's face, please.
You're crazy.
Of course, she starts twerking. She just starts twerking out of nowhere.
This poor kid.
Oh my god! She just starts twerking, and the guy's like, "How could you let your kid out of the house wearing only a diaper and then wrap him up in a garbage bag that you probably stole from the store?"
Bear in mind, other black people are telling her this ain't right.
Oh yeah,
this ain't right.
Oh yeah,
it's certainly not all of them. This is a really bad example on screen right now.
Yeah,
really bad example.
And her response is, "Lower your voice, and then twerking at him. It's like, oh my god!
Child is going to get hypothermia. It's going to die of pneumonia. Do you not care? Do you not want your stimmy check?
But wait, it gets worse.
Notice, chat, we have another 3 minutes of this video to sit through.
Oh god, the twerking though.
What the hell? Somebody call the police on her.
Go ahead, CPS already called 2 times. I keep paying. So long as you got hot water, fire extinguisher.
But when you come in the store fully dressed and your baby's not.
So did you hear what she said?
Not exactly.
Did you hear what she said? She said, "I already had Child Protective Services called on me twice. All you need is hot water and a fire extinguisher, and they'll leave you alone." This woman is a Child Protective Service evading veteran, ladies and gentlemen.
How did she evade them with those ingredients?
I have no clue. Oh god, it's crazy Rasculian magic.
One might even say that she's from a society of magical rascals.
A society of magical Negroes. By the way, opening weekend, guess how much money it made?
1 million, and that's it.
Actually, the reports I'm seeing is closer to about 300,000. Like the real reports are close to 300,000.
To give you a scale, most like major movies are budgets in the tens, usually hundreds of millions these days. Don't know what that one was, but I imagine hundreds of millions.
Yeah, I would say close to 100. I don't think it broke 100 mil. I would say it would be about in the 70, 80 million range. It was a medium budget movie.
And they usually want to recoup most of that in the opening weekend, if not, go above.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
If you don't recuperate most of that in the opening weekend, you're done. And it didn't. I am hearing reports that it didn't even break 500 grand.
That's incredible.
Oh, it's great. Let me put it this way. It did so badly that there aren't even any cam rips of it.
Were you hoping to get one and show it to Cabal?
Oh God, yes! Are you kidding me? We're absolutely gonna watch the Society of Magical Negroes.
So unpopular that you can't even get a rip. I love it.
It's like that. It's like that Ocean's 9 or whatever with the
with the women,
the soft reboot of the Oceans with the women and half the cast was like the Ghostbusters cast and just no one saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Charlie's Angels remake with the chick from Twilight. No one saw it. No one cares. And it's beautiful. Yeah, I bet y'all people never even realized there was a Charlie's Angels remake a couple of years ago that starred Kristen Stewart or wherever her name is.
I think you mentioned that, and I think either you or I, or we sort of agreed that it's probably an IP retaining stub movie.
Yeah.
So go on, Wes.
No, I want you guys to see this whole thing though. Like this is insane. So yeah, we are now at the point where she is explaining how she easily evades CPS because she has hot water and a fire extinguisher in the apartment.
Yes, let's continue to hear what the fire extinguisher American has to say.
That's Rascule.
Yes.
How many kids do you got?
I got one.
Oh, okay. So next one. I'm sorry.
So she said so it's hard to understand, but she said there she was like, how many kids you have? And the woman filming is like, I have one. And she's like, oh, so you don't understand. You only have one kid. She's got multiple kids.
Oh dear.
She has 3, actually.
You found out.
She has 3 kids. Oh yeah. No, I looked into this about it was like a month or so ago when this thing was going viral. And she had 3 kids, and I will talk about what happened after we watch the video.
All right. Someone that says only 3 or just 3 surviving.
God, that is the question. Yes, she has 3 kids.
Look, I'm glad that you're here, because whilst I can understand about 99% of American accents, not this one.
Unfortunately,
not
I grew up. Yeah, you would barely be able to understand her either way. It's Ebonics is a very bad accent to have, and it's very difficult to understand. Understands what they sayings.
Understands. Someone says that is not a human accent. That is some sort of dolphin speech. All right, let's continue.
This is some rascal language right here. This is ridiculous.
English rascalized.
Oh no! That's the next BBC. That's the next BBC website. BBC
Welcome
Rascal.
to BBC Rascal.
It's sad. That's just sad.
Oh, that's okay. That's the end of the TikTok video, but we're only a minute
that's
in.
the first one. There's a total of 3. There's a total of 3 TikTok videos.
Let's continue. Okay, so the situation has escalated.
Yes. So just let this play for a minute.
All right.
Come on, man.
There is now a second involved, and she appears to be a mobility.
So it's so let this play for a minute and just look at everything that's going on here. This is like a Renaissance painting here.
I have noticed actually was that I may be mistaken, but the kid looks less black than the mother.
I mean that's most African Americans are only about 75% black.
Yeah.
75 to 85% black.
Yeah.
Because they do have white people in their lineage within the last four or 5 generations. Like at least. Somewhere within the last 4 or 5 generations, they've got European-ish other ancestry in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Because that's just part of it. But yeah, this is something I like to call accidental Renaissance. Because
yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Like look at this. Look, okay, but it gets better. So let it play for a minute. Because what is the old lady doing?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Just let it play. Look.
Have you paid for that garment, my dear?
That's a good question. She has taken clothes from the children's section and is just popping those tags off and putting it on the kid. Now, you might think, oh, nice, kind old lady, big mama type, mammy type, just taking care of the kid. Yeah, taking care of the kid by stealing. Once again, shocking stereotype.
Now, I've heard of like, if you, for example, you buy some juice, you're thirsty before you get to the counter, you drink some and then you pay for it as normal. Doesn't work so with self-checkout, But that's fairly normal, and most places are fine with that. But in this case, you're removing the labels. I don't think you plan to pay for that, do you?
Yeah, and notice she's just tossing them into the basket on top of the scooter, which will fall out on the floor because it's an open bottom. So yeah, I have a feeling these garments are not going to be paid for. But notice what the mother is doing this whole time.
Yeah, she's on her phone.
What's she's flipping through TikTok. She is social media-ing her heart out while this old lady just shoplifts to clothe her child. It's like it's like, oh my God. Like, this is the most stereotypical of stereotypes.
Hasima makes a good point. She's removing the labels because she knows the cops are coming. It will make it look like the kid was clothed the whole time. She's trying to protect the mother. It's possible, yeah.
That's entirely that's another angle I didn't think of. But yeah, it's entirely possible. But like, she is just standing there, not paying attention, just browsing that $900+ iPhone that she's got in her hand, while her kid is wearing a garbage bag. A single black mother gives so less of a shit about her toddler son that she's letting another woman shoplift for her in order to clothe him.
She's probably just annoyed that she has to wait around while this happens. She doesn't care about the shoplifting. She doesn't care about the kid. She's got Mexico boots. So notice the flag of Mexico is on her boots. Why? Maybe she doesn't know it's a flag of Mexico. Maybe she doesn't know it's a flag at all.
Yeah, she probably thinks it's a designer label. Look, let's be honest here. Hey, yo, you seen these new designs? I got them off a brown man outside. Only cost me $185. Man, I got off good. Someone told me these $1,200.
You know who you sound like?
What?
Scooter from Borderlands.
Well, I mean, but
it's so close.
Yeah. It's low IQ Southern accent. So yeah,
you leave Scooter alone. He's a good guy.
Oh no, Scooter is a gem. Scooter is the best part, arguably, if not one of the best part of Borderlands. It's just a shame they killed him off screen.
HFNH says, "Don't forget, Wizard. These children of hers are an unfortunate necessity to the woman getting money from the state." Yes, I know. They are nothing to her but a meal ticket. Oh, it's so blatantly obvious she doesn't give a damn about these kids. Indeed not.
That's the most infuriating part.
Yeah. Yeah,
and also, look how well behaved the kid is. Because the kid's got no idea. The kid's got no idea. So this is the recap. Okay. This woman is the woman who filmed it.
Right.
Who was doing the filming. So
let's hope she's a cut above the grade of the target of her filming.
If you can look beyond the accent.
For those of you who are asking for an update.
Accent.
Yes.
I'm going to have to look quite a long way to get past the accent, but I will try.
Yeah.
Yes, she did go to jail.
Oh, good. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much time is warranted, but
there was a cost though, and it's I'll talk about it after the video is over.
Okay, we'll keep going.
Yes, we did call the police. I mean, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? That's a crazy ass question to ask.
So I need to I should reiterate this. I explain this. Excuse me. She got a lot of flack from the quote unquote black Twitter and black TikTok because she called the police on a black person. And like one of the top replies to the Instagram link I sent you is, do you know what CPS does to black kids? Yeah. It's like, I'm sure it's better than being horrifically neglected and be used as a meal ticket. I just, it was shocking the amount of pushback she got. And that's why she made this last video.
I see.
That's why she's like, of course I would call the police.
Right. Okay.
Because
I was more curious about what the hell she just said. I couldn't discern the words.
So if you do have that problem, I will translate. It's okay, Uzalu. I speak jive.
Good.
Yes, we did call the police. I mean, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? That's a crazy ass question.
A crazy ass what?
That question. That's a crazy ass question. So she's saying, of course we called the police. Why wouldn't we? That's a crazy ass question.
Yeah.
Like, because of the pushback, because like I said, the videos went viral.
No, I understand the implications. I just didn't understand the words.
Like, but it's one of those things. It's infuriating how, you know, the analogy of crabs in a bucket. That's black culture. Like, you want to, like, it is every bit as, they are every bit as responsible for it, because every time a black person does the right thing in the United States, they get chastised, they get harassed, they get called out, and sometimes they get attacked, sometimes they get killed. You know, the whole no snitching thing.
Yeah,
this is snitching culture. So it's a good way to put it, where it's like, oh, you saw something horrible going on and you told the police? How dare you? Like, look, man, you will get no love from me for the cops. All right. I am not a fan of cops. I am not a fan of the cops as they are now. I like the police as a concept. And there are occasions where the police do their jobs. And this should be one of them. This should be one of those instances where the cops go, yeah, you're a horrible person, and we're taking you in, and we're getting those kids away from you. Because, I mean, just I don't even, like, just close your eyes, guys. Everyone, close your eyes for a second and picture their home. Just picture their home. Picture how horrible that is. Picture how horrific that home is. How horrific that, just the squalor that woman has those children in. Just picture it. Oh my God!
It's like it's like Kim Jong-un does not need the people of his country, except to a minimum degree, there need to be some people for his country to be a real place.
Yeah.
So he does not give them the slightest bit of regard for their health, for their well-being, for anything. He doesn't need to. In most countries, the leaders need the people. In that case, he just doesn't, because there's so much power and influence coming in from outside. Same thing here. If the woman featured in that clip is psychopathic, which I suspect to a large extent, then she literally only needs the children to exist. That's it. And that's horrible. She only needs to feed them enough to keep them alive. As long as they're not currently dead, she doesn't care what their state is.
It's, oh my God. And you know, that's the type of environment that she grew up in.
Possibly, yeah.
That's the type of environment her mother probably grew up in. Because her father, how much you want to bet her father ain't around.
successive fathers who either left, who left either through their own volition or through police's volition.
X. When you see a child that's being neglected, don't have on any clothes, just a diaper. No shoes, no socks, no shirt, no nothing. So why wouldn't we call the fucking police?
It seems like this one is just a normal person. She did the right thing.
Look at what's in the background.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. It's about to get worse.
Why wouldn't we? And you know, I'm just going to ignore the hate, and I'm going to ignore the crazy comments. I'm not going to respond to y'all. I'm just going to ignore y'all. She asked me, did I have a child in the video? Yes, I do have a child. He's deceased. But if my child was living, ain't no way in hell my child would be out there with no clothes on, just a diaper. So there you have it. That's your update.
Damn, that's
sad.
Yeah.
She lost an infant, and that hit hard for me because my sister. Look, I've talked about my nieces and nephew before. I've got 2 nieces and I've got a nephew. I originally had 3 nieces, but unfortunately, the youngest one died when she was 1.5. And that was very, very difficult for my sister. And man, you never get over that. And now we can make the argument that maybe it took the loss of her baby to realize that behavior was bad. There were people making that argument that the only reason why she freaked out so much is because she lost her baby and she realized how precious a child is. But for all the stereotypes, there are plenty of good Black mothers out there who are doing their best. And sometimes their best just isn't enough. And there are many things to blame, but yeah, you know. And would this mother have been any better? Would she have been any worse, et cetera, et cetera? I don't know. All I know is she did the right thing in the end. She followed the right process and did the best that she could in that situation. And she did it because she saw her own child there and she wanted to do her best to make sure that kid was taken care of. And that hurts. That hurts a lot. Like, but the worst part about it, just to put a bow on this horrific story, she was an employee of Walmart while she was filming that. She is no longer an employee of Walmart because she filmed it and because she called the cops. Because she called the cops on a customer, she was fired. Thanks, Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just horrible people and horrible things all around. and I just, oh my God, like it's just horrible. Just horrible all around. And it's like, everyone is bad. It's just everyone's bad. Like the only good is the person who filmed it. you know? And we can make assumptions based on, look, the eyelashes and the clothing and the and the accent and stuff like that. We can make assumptions, but she is very clearly in the right in this instance. Very clearly. And I can't tell you how many times this happens, how many times someone is punished for doing the right thing in one of these soulless, moralless corporations. You know, like I can't tell you how many times I have heard stories of someone, especially up here or in California, where an employee of a company hears about the rampant and blatant theft going on, sees it with their own eyes over and over and over again with no one stopping them, and they just get in the way and ask to see a receipt once, and they are fired immediately. And it's like, there is only so many times you can do this before the powder keg is lit. Powder keg is lit because words are hard. But it's like, you're going to fire someone because they saw blatant and horrific child abuse and called the cops on it. You're going to fire someone for that? And by the way, no one is in all of this. No one's complaining about that. I have seen no one in all the viral videos I saw circling this. I saw no one complaining about the fact that she was fired for calling the cops. Like, I just, it blows my freaking mind, dude. And I'm sorry for ending the stream on a downer, by the way. But it's like, I just, bro, how can you let that happen? How would you let that, like, if I did this before. The reason why I could say I would never let that, I would rather be fired. I would rather lose my job because I have done it before. I have walked out of jobs before because I saw blatant corruption. I saw something that was blatantly wrong and I called it out, and I was threatened, so I left. I would rather be unemployed than work under those conditions. It's happened a couple times, actually, that I was just like, I would rather not work here. And I remember the first time I ever did it. I was working at Best Buy. As you know what Best Buy is, right?
Yeah.
It's a normie electronics shop that is failing horrifically because Amazon. This was back in like 2006. It was like my second job ever. No. Yes. No. It's like a second or third job ever. It was before I started working as a personal trainer. And in fact, the reason why I started taking classes to become a personal trainer was because of the stuff that happened at Best Buy. And I was told to, they had a thing, they had a competition to sign people up for gift cards, or sign people up for credit cards for and they'll get a $10 gift card. If you sign up, you get a $10 gift card. And I looked at the little pamphlet, and it's like, well, there's an auto renewal here. We really should be telling people about the auto renewal, because it was like, you sign up, it's completely for free, and it wasn't a credit card. It was it was warranties. Warranties. That's it. If you sign up for these warranties, you'll get a $10 gift card, and it's completely free for the first X months or something like that. And I'm like, this renews automatically. We should really be telling. No. Don't tell them that. Just, in fact, if they give you a credit card, they pay with a credit card, just sign them up and just leave the pamphlet in the thing. It's fine. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and report you to corporate for suggesting that. And I got pulled aside, And they said, "You're joking about that, right?" And I'm like, "Absolutely not. I'm definitely reporting you to corporate now." And I was young. I was stupid. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just kept my mouth shut and called. But they said, if you even try to do that, I will make your life a living hell for the remainder of the time you working here. And I said, try it. And I called. I made it. I gave my name because, again, I was young and I was stupid. But I was also idealistic. And I was just like, yeah, go ahead. Do your worst. And they did. They pinned gift card theft on me. And they said that I had stolen $50 in gift cards. And I and the thing is it was the front end manager who was accusing me of it, and the other two managers who were there when I said it, who were and I looked at both of them and I'm like, do you honestly believe this? And both of them did not look at me because she had to have witnesses. And they were like, and I was like, do you honestly believe this? And I looked at the store manager and said, are you going to allow him to go through with this? And he didn't say anything. And I'm like, I'm out. And I walked out. Never looked back. Never went back. I just left. And I was just, oh God, that pissed me off so much. Yeah. No, I do not stand for that type of thing. And I have nothing. And regardless of any other perceived stereotypes about the woman who filmed it, I have nothing but respect for her until proven otherwise, because that is a test of character. She didn't mention the fact that she was fired in that video, because she was fired that day. The day that she recorded that video, she was fired for calling the police. She never mentions it. And that is such a test of character. And we could say what we will about the stereotypes, but that right there shows she has more character than most of the people that I know today, than a lot of the people I know today. Because so many people that live around here in Seattle will just keep their heads down and won't say anything when they see someone harassing someone. And when I say harassing, I mean really harassing, not making funny joke in the presence of, no. When they see someone actually with someone, when they see injustices, actual injustices, when they see shit that's going on, they do nothing. And I have proven time and time again that I do. And so I think I have earned the ability to go, hey, you do something. Because I have the scars to prove that I will. And I just, it makes my blood boil when I see these soulless corporations covering their ass legally instead of protecting employees that have proven that they have the moral character to be a good person, at least in part. But instead, they cover their own asses. And I see it over and over and over again. And this isn't just a corporation thing. This is a corruption thing. It leads into the corruption, the stuff that we've been talking about for years now. Corruption. And it's one of those things where actually Dev recently made a video on this, of all people. And he did a very good job mentioning this. So the competency crisis. It's where you have someone who is placed in a high position that did not earn it, that is not qualified for it, and they see someone who is qualified, who does have the aspects of the job that they need, and they will not let that person rise up. They will not let that person get any type of credit or be seen by anyone higher than them, because they know the minute that they do, they're losing their job because they're going to replace them. You want to talk about the competency crisis? You want to talk about that stuff? That's where it's coming from. You get people in mediocre positions who see people who should have their positions, and they won't let them rise. And this is yet another example of it. Apologies about the rant, but that is Oh, that bothers me. That has always bothered me my entire life. And it really does stem from my whole I don't like bullies thing. Because I don't. It is simple as I don't like bullies. I don't like bullies at all. And even though we do a little bullying, so I should correct myself. Undeserved bullying. Let's put a little pin on that. Undeserved bullying, because we all do a little bullying. Undeserved bullying. That's what I don't like. So, and is that a massive gray area? Yeah. Have I been wrong in the past? Yeah, absolutely. But you need to have a little bit of that. But anyway, apologies.
Sorry. Perhaps a silver lining in the potential for her to sue the company for firing her for very bad reasons, as someone in chat earlier suggested. Maybe so.
I hope so, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, good luck to her either way. Very sad story. But yeah, I can agree with your lessons.